2015 sees the complete redesign of the very popular GLK. It has a new name, it now goes by the GLC, it has a completely redesigned look, completely new engines, but does it have a completely new drive?
From the very first glimpse of the new GLC, it's clear that there are hardly any similarities with its predecessor, the GLK. The appearance features the new Mercedes design language and feels more contemporary and pleasing. The three-dimensional grille with double blade and centrally located Mercedes star and the headlights, which are available in all LED technology, underline the new face of the Mercedes SUV. Mercedes offers the bumper in three different styles. Besides the standard, there's a decidedly sporty AMG version and an off-roader which allows for increased clearance over challenging terrain. Compared to the GLK, the wheelbase of the GLC has grown by about 12 centimeters, giving the car's design more room to develop. The windows gently slope away from the commanding front, giving the car a very dynamic appearance. The character at the rear of the vehicle is determined by well-shaped shoulders and a very precise horizontal connection between the split LED tail lights. The dynamic appearance of the car is reinforced by the drive. Our GLC is fast to drive and easily hides imperfections in the road, especially while driving on the highway. This SUV has real cruising quality. The slightly elevated seating position, the low noise level, and good road holding make for a very relaxing test driving experience. But even at speed, you always feel in safe hands. There's almost no unwanted movement anywhere, and even with a sportier driving style, you hardly notice that you're not sitting in a limousine. One reason for this is the new optional multi-chamber air suspension, air body control, and advanced driving dynamics program, Dynamic Select, all of which are featured in our test car. The new engines of the GLC promise a reduction in consumption of up to 19% compared to its predecessor, and this while producing more power.
At launch, the GLC will have three different available engines, 2 diesels and 1 petrol, ranging in power from between 170 to 211 brake horsepower. This December sees the launch of the 350e, the plug-in hybrid version of the GLC. Next year, we'll see more engines added to the lineup, including 6-cylinder versions.
The petrol engine should be satisfied with between 6.5 to 7.1 litres of consumption, while the diesels promise from 5 to 5.5 litres. A real plus point for the drives is that the automatic 9G-tronic now comes as standard, transmitting power and ensuring a good balance between dynamics and comfort. But an SUV with the name GLC should be able to perform as well off the road as on, and that's why we took it for a trip off the beaten track. Thanks to the many technical assistance and the generous ground clearance, there are few off-road obstacles that the GLC would find insurmountable. However, it does raise the question, would the owner of a mid-sized luxury SUV like the GLC ever really put it through such an arduous test? Despite all the good features, what would be the point of a luxury SUV if it didn't shine in the interior? The GLC has clearly increased its interior space compared to the GLK. It has a cargo space that's 4 centimeters longer and 80 liters larger. The luggage compartment now holds a maximum of 395 liters with the seats up, or 1,445 liters with the rear seats down. There is also much more room for passengers. Particularly striking is an almost 6 centimeters of additional legroom for rear seat passengers. Anyone ordering a Mercedes expects always that the finish and the materials will meet the highest standards. The GLC does not disappoint. No matter where you look, everything fits perfectly together. This also applies to the equipment and the safety and comfort features.
The GLK was a really big success. It sold 650,000 units worldwide. The GLC is lighter, it's more efficient, and yet it has more space right throughout the vehicle. And with the 9G-tronic gearbox, different available drive modes to select, multi-air chamber suspension system, and the permanent four-wheel drive 4MATIC system, it's really good fun to drive, both on-road and off.
With a starting price of €44,506 for the petrol and €44,863 for the 220D, the GLC is not a bargain. However, it is placed at the same price level as its direct competitors. The Audi Q5 and BMW X3 are available similarly priced and equipped. They do also have cheaper versions available, but these only come as two-wheel drive with manual gearboxes.